Okay, so I am just off of the It's a Small World attraction. Hauled my butt over to Diamond Horseshoe for my 2:05 reservation at 2:07, close to it. So now I am checked in, just waiting to be called. Alright, so first course at Diamond Horseshoe is a salad. There's a honey vinaigrette that comes with it, so of course I went without that, so just told them they brought me a dry salad. So it's going to be a dry salad. Not just iceberg lettuce, that's always a comfort. A few tomatoes on here, a few slices of cucumber, and radish. That's really all that's going on this salad. So mostly mixed greens, which is helpful. Could have been a few more vegetables, but that's okay. It's all you can eat. I wonder if I could just get more toppings if I wanted. It's fresh and crisp. I am waiting on the chef to come out to talk about the main meal. Ask a few questions as far as the sugar content, starch content, and any rubs or sauces that I'm not aware of. So. Drinks are included with your meal, the regular soft drinks and such. I did get an unsweet tea. Fresh brewed, pretty subtle. Not a little flavor to it, but it's an unsweetened tea. I do have a secret stash of the mango or peach Neo water flavoring. I guess if I wanted my tea sweetened, I could do that. And it's a nut sweet, so I might do that. Alright, really quick snap. Alright, having some mango peach in my tea. I did snap. Apparently new bottles. I guess I finished the other ones I was smuggling around in this bag forever. But yeah, having a mango peach sweet tea. I know some people are really happy with the whatever the sweetener and the Neo water flavors are. I don't even know what it is. So, you know, that's up to you. I also have just a generic, like, not generic, but like a stevia liquid sweetener that's not flavored. I keep those in my bag to help put a little flavor or sweetness into my tea when I'm feeling like it. Or maybe my waters if I want it, or maybe vodka if I order it. I don't think they have a full bar here, so I won't be ordering the vodka. If they don't have it. Ooh, but they do have bottles of wine. I just looked over there. Like, ooh, bottles of wine. So you do have bottles of regular wine. You have my waiter just like stopped again and was like, here's what the sangria looks like. But it has fruit juice in it. Like, dude, stop. The food here is served family style, if you're with a family. I am by myself, so I'm just going to have plates of food waiting for me. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet. There is a bread and salad starter, and then it goes into 3 different meats, pork, turkey, and beef roast, or pot roast. And I think 2 of them have gravies on them, or maybe, but mine will be without the gravy. And then there's mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, and mashed potatoes, and seasonal vegetables, which I've been told right now is green beans. So that'll be all brought out family style, and then if you're really enjoying something, you guys or your family can always ask for more of something. No gravies with mine, the pot roast or the turkey. And I've asked them to hold the pork because I don't actually eat a lot of pork. I will say the Ronto roasted is good. I could probably have pork, but I'm not very concerned about it. And I generally like the pot roast and the turkey, so I don't eat that as their meat, but I really like the flavor of there too. So we're just waiting for the food to come. Enjoying the mango peach tea, thanks to Neil. Not sponsors. But I will check back in when I actually have more new food other than just lettuce. Okay, so my food has arrived. Like I said, they bring it out in bowls, family style, 2 people who are all eating, family eating together. But I am alone, so it just comes plated. Again, it is an all-you-can-eat family style buffet, so you can have more of anything you want. I do have the turkey, pot roast, and green beans, no sauces. That roast beef is really good, tender. I did try cutting it with just a fork. It's a little bit of muscle to muscle, or a little bit to muscle through, but was able to cut it. Definitely goes, just a knife slides right through it. Turkey as well. It's a tender white meat, light meat, sliced thick. Good. I don't think you missed too much by not having sauces with it. I'm sure, gravy fans will miss it, but I mean, it is, for turkey, it's flavorful. There is a sweetness to it. Quite enjoyable. And then we have the green beans. I did miss one there. Nice, tender, but still crunchy, still firm. Oh, good. We got the player piano going. I was starting to think that I had been totally played because I was like, oh, player piano, and then in the background, piano music has been playing in the restaurant the whole time, and then I looked over there and it wasn't actually the player piano playing. And I was like, oh, they're scamming me. So I felt that was really a little shady, but then all of a sudden this kicked in and started running. So the player piano does play, though it may not be playing when you first get here. I used to think there was a show here. I think there must have used to been a show here, because back when I first worked here 20 years ago, I know the women from the Diamond Horseshoe, their wigs were in, like, they had to walk through our break room to get to their dressing room. So I always saw them coming through. They were like saloon girls. So I think there was a show here at one point. I don't know if it went away with COVID or if it just went away, but I thought there was still a show here. I'm a little bit disappointed that there isn't. And that concludes our player piano moment. So just back to eating now, I guess. Alright, I admit it, I did get a second plate of food, small plate this time. And I also asked the waiter about the show that used to exist 20 years ago when I worked here. And I got like a whole little history. It was kind of awesome. He said that, that show, he thought it had been closed longer than 20 years. I'm like, I know I worked here in 1997 and it was open, so whatever that is. That would be 25 years, though, awkwardly. So, 25 years ago, that show was still here. But it shut down, he thought 30 years ago. So, I don't know how much longer it lasted after I left. But apparently the show shut down. Then they shut down this place altogether. And maintained it, he said, for private weddings, private parties, exclusive events, manager appreciation events, corporate events, that sort of thing. But that it would be maintained and just opened up for that. And then they did start reopening it for dinners. Then they added like lunches, and just during the high seasons, Then they would do like a breakfast walkthrough, he said, where you could come and get like coffee, tea, and everything, and either find a table or just take your, grab and go your breakfast, like croissants and stuff. But he said that was for a while, and then it moved up to being lunch and dinner at the open for these meals. And he said that before the pandemic, they had been talking about putting back a show here on the stage, but that he thinks that's just gone with, all the changes that came after the shutdown and everything. But maybe that will be the case. Maybe the show will come back. But yeah, it was fascinating. He knew a lot. Gave me all the information. So the other thing is, when you come to a place like an all-you-can-eat buffet or something, and you start going keto and restricting everything, they become really engaged in making sure you have enough food, and that you do get your money's worth and feel comfortable getting enough food. So that is something that the staff is great on. It's just really wanting to make sure you get value for your dollar at these places, as much as you get value for your dollar at a Disney meal. They do put forth the effort, and I think that's really great of them. And they do check in with you, keep asking if you're sure you don't want anything, like, some of the things you've restricted yourself from. So they are concerned about your happiness with that, and I think that's really a valuable thing that I appreciate about the cast members here. As well as, like I said, that knowledge he dropped for me was wonderful to hear and figure out. So now I know what's going on with the restaurant. I would really love to see that show back here. I think that would be such an enhancement to this place. Alright, I do apologize for the sound on this video. That restaurant was louder than I realized, so I appreciate you sticking around to the end. Final thoughts on the Diamond Horseshoe. It appears in this video that it's a really loud restaurant. Probably really great acoustics for like that loud saloon vibe if they bring that show back. I think that would really it'll be kind of a rowdy, raucous event at that. But it didn't sound that bad while I was actually in the restaurant. I was surprised by how very bad the sound was. So food, very good. I think this is a great restaurant for holidays in my mind. There are a couple of restaurants at Disney that serve turkey, dressing, ham, but pot roast or roast beef. I think it's pot roast. So this is one of those where you get the dressing, the mac and cheese, all the gravies, that what I think of as a holiday meal. So this is a great place for that, definitely. So if you're looking for that on Thanksgiving, Christmas, or maybe even Easter, where you want kind of those big holiday meals and you're at Disney, this is definitely one of those restaurants, I feel. You do get, now that's a all-you-can-eat meal at the time of recording, May 1st, 2022. This was a $39 all-you-can-eat buffet for adults. I did get the annual pass holder discount, which was 10% off of that. So that is the price point. Theming, I think this place would be so elevated by that saloon show on the stage. Those I assume they were can girls by those dresses that I saw. But a show on the stage would make this such a must-hit restaurant. Right now, it's fine. It's table service. It's cool. But it would be amazing if there were a show here. I would definitely highly recommend it if there were a show here. Coming here alone for keto, again, it's great if you're with your family. You'll have plenty to eat. If they had a show, I would say come here. Without a show, I mean, it's just if you need a sit-down restaurant. It's plenty of food. I don't think you'll go away hungry. But if you'd rather just do a grab and go or something, there's nothing don't miss or spectacular about this restaurant. Again, they bring a show here that will completely change. Other than that, you can see I cleaned that second plate as well as that first plate. No real dessert options. They had offered me a sugar-free sorbet, but of course a raspberry sorbet, so the fruit juice would have been, so rough on that. That would have been carb-laden pretty much. So that was my sugar-free option, which I declined. But yeah, good restaurant. if you're looking to sit down. If you're with your family, definitely keto doable. But I don't think it's a necessity or, the only option out there if you're looking for something. There are much more, I think, experience-oriented restaurants than this one to hit. So there you have it, my keto review of the Diamond Horseshoe. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Never want to miss an episode. Please hit the notifications bell. Once again, thank you for enjoying this keto review of the Diamond Horseshoe. Had a great meal. Hope you enjoy yours.